Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Adopted Mindset. This is episode 2, where we'll be discussing time management, talking about a little bit about creatine, and then just how we manage that time with the work that we do on a daily basis.
Time management, man.
Oh, yeah.
Time management.
Okay.
Let's go into detail, man.
I know. I was asking you.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, I was telling you.
Okay.
Yeah. I was saying, like, you get into it. Do you want to?
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of like what? Yeah.
Honestly, I think planning out your week from Sunday and planning your week Monday to Sunday on Sunday night is what sets you up perfectly for the right time management. Like using a calendar, which a lot of people don't do.
Yeah.
Like you use a calendar.
Yeah. That's definitely something that's helped us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially when we're working so much, working in waterproofing, and then working 40, 45 hours. Not drastic hours, but still a full week's worth of work. And then on top of that, we're trying to do our content and then trying to also learn about other business tactics for the future and everything like that. And still going to the gym and still crushing it. It's hard to manage all that.
It's tight.
And yeah, with the schedule, like you were saying,
very tight.
That's definitely helped us. And we haven't been doing it too long. We've actually just recently started it. Yeah. And it's kind of been helping us. So
yeah,
staying on track.
It definitely helps a lot. It's like once you write something down, it has to be like done. Like it's like checking it off the to-do list.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like to me.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
with
it's
the
like
whole
a checklist.
calendar. Yeah, the whole calendar. That's like kind of like a discipline tactic. I'd say I use.
Ooh, yeah,
yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, time management can be hard, and I understand because I went through it, so I understand why people say, "Oh, I don't have time for the gym. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that." I understand where they come from because I was once in that shoe, but now that I've accepted, this better mindset, essentially, and come up with ways to schedule out things that I do. It's, I don't even know where I was going with that, dude, to be honest.
It makes it easier.
I
see what you're saying.
Yeah, it makes it easier all around.
Yeah. And honestly, like the thing that's like the most frustrating is like when like your calendar gets like messed up, like stuff gets like pushed back, or you get off later than you wanted to, like getting off work late, or getting to the gym a little bit late can like contradict with those calendars and like reminders and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people have a bunch of excuses. I don't have the time for it, but the way I look at it is when you really want something in life, you get it done.
Yeah.
So, for example, let's say your son's birthday is coming up, your daughter's birthday is coming up, whatever, is coming up, and you're like, I got to get a birthday present. It doesn't matter how much time you have or whatever. You're going to try your fucking hardest to get that kid a present.
Yeah.
Because you know how important it is. So if you really want it, you'll make the time for it. So that I hate it when people say they don't have the time for that. It's ridiculous. It's honestly stupid, really. It really is. Mm-hmm. But
it's like it's just excuses. You're limiting yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's never gonna change if you don't try different things. Yeah. Like, why not try to do something differently instead of doing the same thing? If you do the same thing, you're gonna get the same result. So, the whole excuse about I don't have time to do this, or I don't have time to go to the gym, then go in the morning. Like, find a time that works for you. If it's late at night or early in the morning, find that time and squeeze it in there.
Yeah. Even if it's only 30 minutes,
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be fucking long. You know, if it's 30 minutes long, there you go. You know, you made it to the gym day 1, and then try again, and then you make it to the gym again, day 2, and just take it day by day. So many people want to do they want to jump all in with all this stuff. Like, oh, I have to be perfect on my diet. I have to be perfect on my workout. And sometimes that's not how it works. You know, sometimes you have to take those small steps. So if those small steps are telling yourself, hey, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times this week, then set those days, make a schedule. Set those days and make a schedule and say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to go to the gym those 3 days. And just make sure you go to the gym those 3 days. Even if it's 30 minutes. 20 minutes. A 20-minute workout at home. I don't care. But it teaches you discipline. And so many people don't. They try to jump all in, and they need to just take the baby steps. The baby steps is what makes the big things happen. You know what I mean? You kind of get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're building the foundation, which allows you to become better and better.
Yep.
But you got to start. The biggest thing that a lot of people don't do is they don't start with the things that they truly want and need. They don't start.
Yeah.
They jump right in, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. And so essentially, like, going back to managing your time that way, it's not that hard. It really isn't. And I used to think it was hard too, because it did feel like I had far too much stuff to do, not enough time. But once you truly schedule it out and you force yourself to make it, on the dot to those certain things, like if you say 5:30 you're going to be at the gym at 5:30. If you're going to say you're going to start something at 6:30, start something at 6:30, because those little things, even though it doesn't seem like much, is going to build up to something better. Like you said, build that foundation. So you can make the time. You just schedule it. That's honestly the best advice I could possibly think of. You know? Well, I mean, you said it, but I just mean, like, that's the best advice. You know, I could honestly agree with. It's scheduling it out. You know?
Yeah. And I think with the whole, like, excuse thing, like, a lot of people will, like, say they don't have time for, like, fun and hanging out. Like,
yeah.
If you just focus on getting the stuff in your life that's, like, important done, and setting that as your main priorities, and that's where you spend all your time, that's all gonna pay off with what you do. You're gonna have a lot more time on the weekends, and you know you're gonna be able to create those time gap openings where you can actually take those recovery days that you need.
Yeah.
But you gotta have a schedule so that you're not wasting time. A lot of people waste time.
Yeah, a lot of people do tend to waste time. A lot of people, yeah.
And I'm still trying to get better at that myself. Like, not wasting time.
We're growing. It takes time. You know, just like working out, it takes time. And speaking of working out, you've been growing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You really have. Like, seriously, though. I don't care what anybody else says. You've definitely been growing. Just looking back at some of the videos that we've made from the beginning to looking at, you know, shots and videos now, like, it's clear as day you've definitely grown a little bit. And it's because of the hard work you've been putting in. But I would say a big part of it that's contributed to it is the creatine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, creatine. This is good.
Yeah.
There's so much to say about creatine.
There really is.
There's a lot. Yeah.
So much to say, very little words.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and we started off, and I actually jumped back on taking creatine when you started. And I don't know if you know this, but there's 2 ways you can take creatine. You can do a load up for 2 weeks, or you can just start off with the normal 5 grams and continue on. Did I tell you that before?
I think you mentioned something about that.
Yeah, so what it is, and a little advice for you guys, and this is all I'd say personal preference is if you're going to start creatine, there's two choices. You can either load up for 2 weeks and then take 5 grams of creatine, or let's just say 3 to 5 grams of creatine every single day after that 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks, you take 20 grams of creatine every single day. And you space it out by the hour. So like every 3 hours or whatever you want to do. But that's called loading it or whatever. Yeah. I was actually just watching something on that, but it's pretty interesting. But honestly, overall, the best option I think is just do a scoop. Just do 5 grams of creatine, put it in your body, continue on. Like, don't overthink it. I was just talking about this earlier, is like so many people try to overcomplicate it, bro. So many people, like, for example, like creatine. It's like, what's the perfect amount of creatine? And I watched this one video, and the guy was like saying 3 grams to 5 grams. And, you know, nothing against it. Like, I 100% believe what he was saying. Like, he showed the data, research. I 100% believe it. But for the new people that are starting off in the gym, I think they need to just simplify it. You know, 5 grams is typically overall what's good for everybody. So take 5 grams, just start off there, day by day, every single day, and you'll see the growth. You will.
I definitely have, like, it's definitely played a huge part in just growing, like building mass.
Yeah,
like I can just see it, and I've been taking it for, I'd say 3 months consistently.
Yeah,
like every single day.
Would you say you've gained more energy with creatine or no?
Yeah,
or have you noticed a difference?
It brings like that, like extra like energy you need, like to get those last couple reps on a set.
Okay.
And
I can't ever tell, because I can't tell like if it's the pre-workout I took beforehand or not.
It's got to be that too.
Well,
or it's the mindset, dude.
Yeah, or it's the mindset. Yes, sir. That's my guy.
That's a big part, is the mindset.
Yeah, dude.
But
yeah, it is. But you were saying before too.
One thing I will say about the creatine though is, I think it just makes me feel a little bit more like bloated sometimes, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Than I'm like used to.
Yeah, and that's actually a side effect to it, was bloatation, diarrhea. I think there's other stuff too, but they're not too bad.
Not too bad, but
you get it often though? Would you say the bloatation? I
would say the bloatation is if I'm not drinking enough water.
Oh, okay. So if you're not drinking,
but if I'm not hydrated, I don't think my body's flushed out all the creatine that I took in.
Mm-hmm.
But
that makes sense though.
I would say like drinking water, at least a gallon has to be mandatory if you're on creatine. You gotta drink water.
Yeah, you do need to drink a lot. That is true though. I never thought about it, but that makes a lot of sense. On certain days that I felt bloated, was a lot of those days were the same days that I felt either dehydrated or pretty much not dehydrated or low nutrition or some shit like that. Yeah. So I definitely agree with that, dude. That's crazy, bro. Yeah. How do you like that pre-workout from BPN, bro? I know you like it, but
I like it.
Compare it
to
Thavage.
Thavage?
Yeah.
Ooh, the Thavage one's really good. I think the Thavage one gets me a little bit more like raw, like a little bit more like ready to go.
Do you get more tingly?
Yeah, more tingly. Definitely more tingly. I can't tell if I'm getting a little bit more used to the pre-workout.
Yeah.
But the Flight BPN's pre-workout, I feel like it's more of like a healthier type of pre-workout.
Yeah.
Maybe like
it's probably
more like a lower type of pre-workout.
I don't know. We should look that up.
But I definitely recommend it though. I recommend it. Very good pre-workout.
BPN?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are your thoughts on it?
Okay. So try the Thavage. Try the
Thavage is
BPN.
Good
Honest,
stuff.
flavor wise, BPN wins. On the, what is it?
I think it's
the
blue
purple.
raspberry, right?
No, sorry, I was talking about the Thavage.
Oh, Thavage.
It's the
Rocket
Thavage,
candy.
Rocket candy. The rocket candy flavor compared to the blue raspberry, BPN wins
Yeah.
all the way,
Yeah, for sure.
But I will say that for like stem wise, Thavage.
Yeah,
Thavage definitely gets me more. I don't really get the the shakes or anything. I don't really ever get that anymore. But I do. Sometimes I'll feel tingles in my ears. But I do get more energy and like more of like a let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Sort of like when I take Thavage. When I take BPN, it's kind of like a I just woke up.
It's more like a ooh,
Yeah. Oh.
It's like here's your energy drink. It's not too big of an energy drink, but
Yeah.
it'll get you going.
Yeah.
Type of pre-workout, but I still recommend it to anybody that wants to try it out. Great pre-workout.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I want to look into more like supplements and stuff. Like just trying more stuff like
What are you thinking?
maybe like joint health supplements.
Joint health?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, magnesium is pretty much does that.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be better ones. I don't know. Do some research. Let me know. Right now, I just take the magnesium. Yeah. I've definitely think, like right now, I take omega-3s, ashwagandha, magnesium, and then
That ashwagandha is good.
and then a multivitamin, and that's all I take. But I have thought about like trying to look into more vitamins, maybe see what else I need or whatever. If I need anything, I may not need anything. We need to go get tested, bro. You know that place that they test all your what's it called? Drips.
What do they test?
They can test your hormones, your fucking blood,
Muscles and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff, and they'll also test like your iron and all that stuff, like what vitamins you actually need, and then you'll know what you actually need.
Okay.
Rather than just
You
guessing.
need to do that on a regular basis.
Yeah,
Make sure we're
being top notch. See,
we're top notch.
you got to grow. We got to do this. We can do it. Yeah, we got it, bro. We got it.
Got to.
Shit.
Sometimes you just gotta you gotta try those things that you just gotta do what you need to do. Sometimes you just gotta do what you need to do. That's gonna set you apart from other people.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It can be hard though. It can definitely be hard. Shoot, man. We're kind of slowing down right now, so we may want to wrap this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sooner. You want to do that?
Well, also another thing on the creatine. One thing that I did read is it builds muscle 1/3 faster.
Ah, yeah.
And
See, there we go.
That's a really good thing that I gotta say about it is just scientifically like proven it's built muscle 1/3 faster.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both of us actually read a little bit of studies, or we watched a couple videos on it. But yeah, there was Jeff Nippert. He talked about it in his video, and then Justin, man, I can't remember his name, but I'll throw his tag up right here. But he talked about it building 1/3 muscle faster. So I mean, I think that's true, dude. And as fast as you're growing, dude, if you keep this up for the next like 6-7 months, bro, you're gonna be a giant. You're gonna be a giant, boy.
That's the goal, man. That's the goal.
You want to be a giant?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you ain't growing any taller though. So.
You know, man, that felt like a stab. Nah, man.
Boy, I'm shorter than you, bro.
Nah, man. I ain't taking that one, man.
Oh, you ain't taking that?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, man.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in again. That's the second episode of the podcast. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully y'all gained a little bit of knowledge, and hopefully you'll start managing your time a little better and start scheduling it out and actually doing the small steps, man. Come on. Do the small steps. You can do it. Thanks for listening, guys. We're out of here.
Peace.